Hello friends, you are on a channel about cryptocurrencies, future technologies, and digital freedom. Today, I will tell you about the person behind one of the most ambitious projects in the crypto world. This is Manny Stolz, the president of the TON Foundation. He recently gave a big and candid interview, and I have tried to highlight for you all the most important, interesting, and useful points. The conversation touched on the future of TON, the economy of the digital continent, freedom, blockchain, Telegram, Pavel Durov, and even how to fight global poverty with the help of cryptocurrencies. So make yourselves comfortable, we're getting started. Manny is of German descent. He was born in Baden-Württemberg, in a small village in the Black Forest. He grew up in a family of an engineer and a psychologist. From a young age, he dreamed of changing the world and making a lot of money. As a result, he became a successful investor, founded the Kingsway Capital Fund, and worked for many years at Goldman Sachs. He has extensive experience investing in frontier and emerging markets, Africa, Asia, Latin America. He has gone through currency crises, unstable governments, financial traps, and all of this became excellent preparation for working in the crypto industry, which he calls the digital frontier. Like many others, he was a skeptic at first, but when the pandemic began and the Federal Reserve started printing money, Manny realized this was no longer just speculation. This was a new financial world. He started with Bitcoin, then moved on to Ethereum, Solana, Sui, and eventually to TON. At first, he became an investor in TON, later the largest one, and then, like George Washington, after refusing several times, he agreed to become the president of the TON Foundation. Moreover, he works there without a salary, purely for the sake of the mission. TON is a blockchain platform built around Telegram, one of the world's largest messengers with over 1 billion users. Unlike other blockchains, which are first created and then look for users, TON already has a gigantic audience. In other words, it doesn't have the chicken and egg problem. Telegram is already the chicken. All that's left is to lay the egg to integrate blockchain functions into the daily lives of billions of people. Manny believes that TON is not just a network, but a new digital continent, which he calls Sartorica. By analogy with America, discovered 500 years ago a continent of freedom, digital ownership, and independence. TON's mission is to launch freedom into orbit. In other words, to make it so that everyone, especially in poor countries, can store money regardless of the local currency, make transfers without banks, access financial instruments, and build businesses based on Telegram and TON. TON addresses real problems: poverty, lack of banks, and corruption. This is not just a blockchain, it's an opportunity for billions of people. TONcoin is the fuel of the TON ecosystem. It is used for transfers between users, for paying for digital gifts in Telegram, as a means of payment for Telegram stars, for accessing games, chatbots, mini applications, and in the future for working with stablecoins, asset tokenization, decentralized finance, and other use cases. Even today, you can send TONcoin to a contact on Telegram, even if they don't have a wallet. This is an unprecedentedly convenient user experience. Manny highlighted three main priorities. The first is entering the United States market. Already this summer, by July 4th, the geo-block on the Telegram wallet in the US will be lifted. This is a revolutionary event. The second priority is a focus on stablecoins. TON is actively collaborating with Tether and also plans to launch other stablecoins, possibly from Paxos and Circle. The third is scaling the ecosystem, including through games, non-fungible tokens, tokenized assets, partnerships with influencers and platforms. The TON model is somewhat like China's WeChat, where you have a messenger, a wallet, a marketplace, games, and banking services all in one app. Unlike other products where you have to deal with wallets and seed phrases, Telegram does everything with the press of a single button. This is TON's main competitive advantage. Pavel Durov and TON are about freedom. But this freedom faces challenges. The recent situation in France, when Durov was questioned about content on Telegram, is a worrying sign. However, Manny emphasizes, Telegram does not serve any government. It upholds the principle of freedom of speech, even if it is inconvenient for the authorities. And TON, as a blockchain, is a continuation of this idea. Ton and Telegram are the equivalent of China's WeChat and Tencent, but on a global scale. Ton has a huge user base, an open platform, a unique combination of messenger and blockchain, direct communication with developers, and support from top investors such as Sequoia, Benchmark, Pantera, and Ribbit. In conclusion, Manny said, "He is not a dictator, but the president of a digital nation at the request of the people. His task is to build the structure, hire the team, and set the direction. And he believes that Ton has a chance to become the first trillion-dollar tech project from Europe. In his words, there is passion, a sense of mission, and clear calculation. And most importantly, there is an understanding that crypto is not just about money, but about freedom. This is the journey from a small village in Germany to leading one of the most ambitious crypto projects in the world. Ton is not just a token or a blockchain. It is an ecosystem, a digital nation where everyone can find their place. I hope you found it interesting. We tried to highlight the most important points from the long interview and share them with you in a lively, accessible way. Protect your freedom, keep growing, explore new technologies, and may your crypto journey be exciting, profitable, and beneficial for the whole world. See you in the next episode.